Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich. On June 6th.
Where are they gonna land?
Viva Las Vegas. Buckle up. Con Air.
Thank you, and have a pleasant flight.
Directed by Simon West.
Your heart.
Your foot goes on the floor.
Buddy.
Enough to drive a person to the nut house.
Rated PG. Opens everywhere June 6th.
And Tracy McGrady hasn't played a minute of college basketball, but the 18-year-old out of Mount Zion Academy in North Carolina has signed a $12 million deal with Adidas. He's expected to go in the NBA draft next week. Merlin Klaus, Channel 6 Sports.
Listen up. This is an extremely sensitive covert operation. You'll be one man against an entire squad of high-tech special ops. They will be armed, and they will be dangerous. If you want to survive, you gotta have brains. You have to be in peak physical condition. You have to have nerves of steel. The fate of the free world is in your hands, soldier. Failure is not an option.
Sir, aren't these tests kind of easy?
Suicide mission.
Metal Gear Solid wasn't just a stealth game, it was a cinematic revolution. From the moment you step into Shadow Moses, it immerses you into a world of espionage, tension, and groundbreaking mechanics that were way ahead of its time. But what truly sets it apart? The insane attention to detail, the mind-blowing fourth wall breaks, or the hidden mechanics that made you feel like you were really in Snake's boots. Even after 25 years, there's nothing quite like it. Few games that have an opening as powerful as Metal Gear Solid. You're not just some overpowered action hero. Snake starts weak, vulnerable, and alone. No weapons, no reinforcements, just you, a radio, and your wits. From the moment you step out of the water, the world around you feels alive. The frigid Alaskan wind, the echoing footsteps, the faint radio chatter, and it's all designed to make you feel like you're infiltrating an actual enemy base. And it only gets deeper from here. Then, Metal Gear Solid does something that most games wouldn't even attempt. It pulls you out of the game world and into reality. You need to call Meryl, but the game never tells you her codec frequency. No in-game files, no mission logs, nothing. The only way to find it is to check the back of the actual PlayStation game case. This was Kojima's way of breaking the fourth wall while reinforcing the game's themes of deception, intelligence, and real-world espionage. If you rented the game or lost the case, you were pretty much just out of luck.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
And then, Metal Gear takes things even further. Psycho Mantis isn't just a boss fight, he's a psychological experiment, a test of how well you understand the very medium you're playing.
It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought. Now let me read your mind.
This is where the game completely breaks the fourth wall. Mantis doesn't just fight Snake, he fights you. And for the first time in gaming, A boss was actively reading your mind, or at least that's what it felt like.
You are a highly skilled warrior, well suited to this stealth mission. You are extremely careful of traps.
On the original PlayStation, if you had saved data from Castlevania or Suikoden, Mantis would actually call it out, saying, "Ah, so you like Castlevania." But in modern emulation, this feature doesn't work.
Your memory is completely clean. So, you like Suikoden. So, you like Azure Dreams? You like Castlevania, don't you? You enjoy role-playing games. I see that you enjoy Konami games.
But that was just the start. He controls your controller, making it vibrate as if it was by telekinesis. Then suddenly, your screen glitches, the words Hideo appeared, tricking players into thinking their console was breaking. This wasn't just an effect, it was pure psychological warfare.
Why?
And then came the biggest twist. Mantis could predict every move you made, dodging every attack, making the fight feel completely unfair. Until you did something totally unheard of. You had to physically unplug your controller and switch it to player 2. Only then could you finally hit him. It wasn't just a cool gimmick. This was a revolutionary way of storytelling. Instead of just making Snake feel powerless, it made you, the player, feel powerless. Unless you figured out the trick, and when you finally outsmarted Mantis, it was one of the most satisfying victories in gaming history.
Men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one's seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that's why there is war. I never agreed with the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
I've seen through evil.
You, Snake. You're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad.
I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world.
But beyond all the gameplay innovations, Metal Gear Solid told a story that was deeply personal.
Why?
For all of those over-the-top moments, Metal Gear Solid was a story about identity, fate, and true cost of war. Snake wasn't a hero. He was just a survivor, trying to understand his own existence.
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me. Everyone's here now. Oh, okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
Even after the credits rolled, Metal Gear Solid still wasn't done with you. The best games don't just tell you a story, they let you live it differently every time.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
You win. Had enough. So, you're human after all. The torture will stop as I promised. But I'll take the woman in return. I'll have my fun with her before I kill her. Meryl, I hope you can still look at yourself in the mirror, my friend.
Metal Gear Solid was ahead of its time.
I've lived only
its
for
story,
myself.
its gameplay, its insane level of detail. It all holds up better than ever.
That's not just
No
you.
other game blurred the
That's
lines
how
between the
everyone is.
player and the character
only felt
this
truly
well.
alive when I was staring
And
death in the
25 years
face.
later, people are still finding new things.
Maybe it's written into
If
my
you never
genes.
played Metal Gear Solid before, you're missing out on
What
one of the
about now?
greatest experiences
What do your
in
genes
gaming
say
history.
about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.